So we're going to take a step back from that and dive into what exactly we're talking about when we say harmonic minor scale. It's not actually just, it's not only used in metal, but tons of styles and genres of music. So let's start with the basics. Dylan, play us a few examples of the scale in a couple of keys, please.
Yeah, so here it is in the key of A minor. So I'll play it in key E minor. So
okay,
so there you go. Yeah,
there you go. That's what it sounds like. Now tell us what it is in a technical way.
Sure. In a nutshell, you've got what's called the natural minor scale. So I'll play that for you in key of A. Okay, and then what we're going to do to make it harmonic minor is raise the 7th scale degree. So I'll count through, and you can see where the 7th scale degree is going to be moved up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. So here's the original natural minor and harmonic minor. So that's it. That's in a nutshell. That's what it is, basically.
No, well done. It's really this kind of this one note difference really creates a different mood, right? So we're going to talk about this. And by the way, for those of you watching, if you want to dig deeper into the actual theory behind this scale and how to play it on guitar, we have lessons on Fender Play that'll show you all you need to know. But let's get into the fun stuff and talk about where this is heard in modern music. Well, we're going to pick up where we left off last week. The Rolling Stones, and they use it as the basis of one of their hits from 1966, I believe. Let's see if we recognize this here. That sort of thing. So Paint It Black by the Rolling Stones. The song starts with Keith spelling it out on his guitar. He spells out that harmonic minor sound, and then it just runs through the entire song. In fact, it's so dominant. It's so good as a hook, and it's got such this dark feeling about it that Mick never deviates in his melody when he's singing. He sings that melody strictly the same way every time. Not until the end when he starts kind of riffing, but they adhere to this. So this is a great example, though, of a song that we've all heard a lot. We've heard this a lot, and we don't know that we're hearing something that's called the harmonic minor scale. And so in the song Paint It Black, it's a death song, and so I think they wanted this dark thing. They want to create a dark and sad sound because the lyrics were already reflecting that. So Dylan, what do you hear with the progression of this song in Paint It Black, and how the harmonics, why the harmonic minor scale is working here?
Yeah, well, again, so this when you have the progression that moves from E to D sharp back to E is the notion of it. And as you said, it's definitely pointing towards something black. It's used as an alliteration, or as like tone painting in this sense, and that's where you're going to see it used the most in music. So if you were maybe applying this over an A minor, over an E minor chord, as they are, you would probably do the same thing, and maybe in just a part of the solo you're playing, you would just barely point towards it. But in this case, this song, it's so flagrant that's probably why Mick sang along with it the whole time, because it's just so dominant. It's something that you just can't deny.
And sorry, my guitar overloaded there for a second. I got very excited about the topic.
Well, who can blame you?
Yeah, and also, and we shouldn't forget. So the chords that are happening there as they do this scale in that song, it's E minor and B7
yeah.
And that B7 chord gives us this ability to use that.
The D sharp, yeah.
The D sharp. Okay, so again, we hear the guitar scale right or hear the scale right in the guitar playing in the verse, and they really use it in such a big way. Let's give us another example, Dylan. It's your turn of the harmonic minor scale in action. Can you play some Offspring?
Yeah, absolutely. So. So and it would actually, the cool thing about this is that it's all over the sort of a 5-chord theme in the key of B. And Harmonic Minor has its original scale itself. And if you're ever on the site, you can check it out. There's also what's called the modes of a scale, or the 7 different ways you can play a scale, which is really just starting from each note within the scale. And from the 5th note in Harmonic Minor, you have something called Phrygian dominant. Phrygian dominant. So if you ever just really want to impress people, you can just say, I believe that's Phrygian dominant, right?
It sounds like a fancy hat, actually.
It does. It really does. It's a great cat name, by the way, if you ever wanted to. Anyways, so this kind of scale fragment, it's a really famous sound you hear in tapping. Just to really annoy everybody that hates tapping. But, it's something that you hear, and it's the 5th scale of Harmonic Minor. So not only is Harmonic Minor cool, all of its modes are pretty darn cool, and the Offspring definitely showed us that, at least the general public.
Right, and we just know that we've heard, like, in Come Out and Play by the Offspring, it's used blatantly. It's just a real it's in a spotlight, if you will.
Yeah,
right.
No,
just like
definitely.
Paint It Black.
Can't get away from it.
You just watched a preview of Fender Play's Scales You Should Know collection. Click the link to learn more about guitar scales, then put your skills to use by learning to play the songs you love. The Fender Play app offers a completely customizable learning experience for anyone who wants to learn to play guitar, bass, or ukulele. And you can track your progress while you learn to play using over 3,000 lessons and innovative practice features like our chord challenge, backing tracks, and weekly gear giveaways. Click the link to sign up for your free trial of Fender Play today. No credit card required.